why I like JT Money. We're so much alike as far as peeling the onion back. And JT Money's my soulmate in colors because me and him both like the black and green. That's our jam. He said, "Look back here." All right, so you find out JT Money does like city bus services and digital support for the school system, right?
Yeah.
And then like you find out JT Money also does racing with like a whole racing team.
Pit crew chief. Get it right.
Yeah, he's a crew
Pit
chief.
crew.
Right?
Not just part of the pit crew, the pit crew chief.
You heard it.
Fuck what you heard.
I have the headphones on with little. Yeah. Right. No, you're going low in that corner.
Yeah.
No.
On top of JT Money does security at high level events.
I had the governor, the senator, both mayors.
What?
The escort teams are like, hey, we're going to talk to you because you'll get everybody out of the road. We did the Alabama game. I'm just moving people. I'm like, get out of the way. Just get real big.
Oh, God. JT Money will talk to a cop like he's a chump.
He will, too. He doesn't give a fuck. He's told cops before. Didn't you tell some cop you're like, nah, blood, you can't come through here?
Oh, all the time. I have when I'm working those like big high level events, I have their like main supervisor there, and he's like, no, he ain't on there. He's like, go over there and tell that joker to get back on his route. I'm like, no. I don't care that you're an officer.
The governor and the mayor said, move your shit, you piece of shit.
Oh, I kicked the bomb squad out of the security area last time. I'm like, you don't have the pass.
How do you do that?
It's my lot. Get out. You have to have a specific set of credentials.
It's my lot. Where's your credentials? Get the fuck out.
I mean, I asked them to move, and they're like, well, yeah, I'm like, just park right here. You can park right outside. I'll let you in whenever you want, but you can't park in here.
How did you get such fascinating switch around life like this?
Yeah, do you just show up to a place and be like, hey, I can work here for a little bit? And they're just like, all right.
Well, that was back before I got my good county job, and I needed some money, so I started just regularly putting people on the bus at the Daytona 500 and stuff like that. And they're like, I actually was running 3 lanes by myself, putting people on the bus. I'm like, all right, go. They're like, you want to be supervisor next time? I'm like, okay. So that was on the
They're just
local,
like, hey, you want to run this shit for us?
Basically. So I had to teach the other people. That was called the local. They hire like local people to do it. And then when I got my county job, I'm like, hey, I know what y'all get paid, and I'm not running with these people anymore. So either you bring me over for better events or I'm gone.
And then you're running shit. This is my event. Get out of my life.
I mean, you got to have a authoritative tone, and you still got to be personable, but you're given a specific set of tasks, and I intend to do those tasks to the best of my ability.
JT Money is a problem solver. True and true.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like there's a soul connection between me and JT Money. Is like, if there is something that needs to be figured out, me and JT Money will figure that shit out.
Oh, yeah. Me and Swervey will text back and forth. Hey, you ever seen this? And I'm like, yeah, I did this, and vice versa.
Like, you guys don't understand how hard it is to make your brain actually think that way, to problem solve. Like, over the past 5 years that I've known you, Swervey Jones, I've known JT Money, it's just like, before then, if I had a problem, I would go to other people to find a solution. But since meeting you guys, when I have a problem, I just figure it the fuck out.
And that's how our mindset
because
is.
Fuck like, everybody else.
If I have access to information at my fingertips, there is no reason that I can't make an effort to try to figure it out. Now, when I get defeated or it's something that's a little too challenging, okay, call in the cavalry and have them do it. You know, like it's also got to be something you're interested in. I think JT Money will agree with that. Like, if you're interested in it, let me check it out. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
JT
Like one
Money
of my
bought
good
the
friends.
silkscreen kit that I used to have. He's like, let me get that.
Haven't touched it. Still sitting in my garage. You told me that was gonna happen too. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it right now and do it. And I'm like,
I said, look, like I paid this much for it. I only really want this. It's eating up space. You could get it. I was like, but you're never gonna use it. I was like, I bought this thing. I've had it for years and I've never used it. And then he bought it and didn't use it. Because you kind of get how it works. Like it's not something to figure out. It's a manual labor that you have to do.
I mean, it's not that before I ever bought it from you, I worked for like 2 weeks in a silk screen shop.
Right.
Like I was in the front, doing computer stuff, and I'm like, I went in the back. I'm like, hey, how's that work?
Right.
Then I'm like, okay, it's not that hard to do. I'm not.
JT Money's also the decal.
Too many other jobs.
Or
have you ever sat down and just compiled a list of different jobs that you've done?
Yeah, like when I've written a couple resumes for places, they're like, "There's no way you've done all this." I'm like, "Yeah, I have."
Yeah,
they're like,
"Watch this."
When do you? Exactly. Like my job now, you can bring in experience, and they're like, "What do you mean you work 2 and 3 jobs?" I'm like, I work 2 and 3 jobs. I leave here, I go to another one. When I'm done with that, I do something else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he fits in dad time, wife time, and gaming.
How long do you sleep every night? I got to know this.
He actually goes to bed at a decent hour every night.
Midnight is not a decent hour, Swervey.
No, I said you go to bed at a decent hour.
That's what time I go to bed.
Well, you get off the vid games about 9, 10ish.
No, 11:30.
Okay. Well, sometimes.
What are you, 5 a.m. riser?
Yep.
So that's a 5-hour sleep, a hard power sleep. You take any dad naps during the day?
No.
No dad naps? 5 hours?
Wow, I gotta work. Gotta work. Leave one job, go to the next.
However, JT Money will.
You're a real blood American.
He will fall asleep in a match sometimes.
Done it. Happened. I about fell asleep before y'all called me. I was like,
he's
Oh,
that would be the greatest. Assholes taking forever. You're here though. You made it. It's good.
Yeah. No. So back to the racing. Like that guy, I worked for him for
Which
about.
Which guy? Who's the guy? Tell me about this guy.
Highmark Automotive. I'll throw them a plug. Okay. They used to be another company called AquaSun. They were like a division. They were partners.
AquaSun?
Yeah, that's the ones where I worked there for about 7 years, and we built F650s for real high-end clients. Like I built T-Pain's F650 when you see it on the crypto. That black F650, that was my first F650 I ever built.
On the T-Pain Cribs episode?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said to me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
If you look it up, it'll be a Highmark conversions on it. That was the first one I ever built.
What was it? What was it called? What was the car?
F650. He called it Big Bump on that, if I'm not. But anyways, I've worked for this guy for about 14 years now. Off and on, a little here, a little there. Like, that's where I go after work.
It's a semi-truck?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Yeah, it's for, like, people, though.
Look at
for like regular rich people.
Right.
Oh, yeah, base model.
Semi-trucks.
Right.
Base model was $100,000.
Yeah, for no reason. What? Here's
8 miles
the deal.
per gallon.
I'm not like knocking that vehicle, but it's not my vehicle of choice.
I remember it.
They rode like
everybody. Yeah, everybody made fun of them, right?
Oh,
like they were like, "You don't need that. Nobody needs that."